All right, welcome back. Uh, uh, or ask, let me say, how was your assignments? um, I hope, I hope you're able to get through with it. And eventually, if for one reason or the other you've not gotten it right, yeah, you can easily go back to the previous video and watch. I think it was solved. I think it was, yeah. All right, so that's that. And I want to take this medium to tell you, well done. Self learning is really, really not easy. It's really, 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 really not easy. The fact that you've got to this stage and this chapter, wow, kudos to you. You are doing well. You are doing well. And now I want to admonish you, don't let the fire die, okay? Keep the fire burning. Okay, keep the fire burning. Because it might look tough now, but trust me, in a couple weeks now, 1 or 2 weeks thereabouts, you are going to overcome all the major um, aspect of the training, and what will be left is just little, touch here and there, balancing. So far so good. Most of the topics we've covered, we've done the basics, so it's just like going over them again in a better way, reaching those points that we've not covered so far. Okay, so I just want to admonish you to just keep the fire burning and just try to focus. You know what got you started in the first place, so just keep going and trust me. In no time, you're going to get through with all of this. Yeah. Um. Okay. So, having said that, one thing I also want to call to your attention is the fact that, see, it's not just getting the assignment done that is the big deal with all of this. The fact that you could actually do something on Salesforce, that is actually the major thing. The fact that you could actually get something done on Salesforce, in fact, it is a lot more than getting the assignment done. Because I can tell you categorically now that some of the things that it seems like very difficult at the beginning, that probably you didn't get it right, by now, if you had to go back to it, you actually get it done. You understand? So because the human brain just takes time to process and make things sink in. So time and learning are like the rub hand in hand. So just just keep it chill. And the best part of all of this is the fact that um now you have answers to some critical interview questions. Okay, questions like, what is the most frustrating experience you've had on while working with Salesforce? You can actually use one of all these experiences, because I know that that last assignment was really tricky and kind of tough. You can actually use that. Oh, I had this scenario, I had to go through all of this and all of that. So you've gotten that out of your way. Okay. So um having said all of that, let's go straight into today's topic so we don't get to waste much of our time. Yeah. Okay, today we're going to be looking at a very important topic, record types. Yeah, we're going to be looking at record types. All of you can remember what record is, right? We said record is like your data. Using your Excel sheet, for instance, your data is what is referred to as record in Salesforce. Now on top of record types, I said at the end of this class, you should know what record type is, when to use record time, and what the record types control. So let's get to what record type is. Now, record types allow you to define different business processes, pick list values, and page layout for various user group, all within the same object. This is especially useful for organizations with multiple product departments or processes, enabling each team to work efficiently without overlapping data. Okay, now leave all this big grammar. Yeah. Now, when we talk about record types, basically record type is used to control pick list value and business processes. So I said record type basically is used to control pick list values and page layout. Okay, let's take it one by one. First of all, we all know what page layout is as of now. Page layout is the set of records that each profile can see. You can use page layout to arrange that. Okay, I don't want this person to see this. I want this kind of people to see this. I want exactly. Now, record types help you assign different. If you have different teams, for instance, you have team A, or let's say you have I'm looking for a perfect example. Sales team, marketing team. You want sales team to see certain information about clients, while you want marketing team to see certain information about clients. Record type is where you use to assign that page layout. Remember, we all know what page layout. Page layout shows you. Let's go into our work so it gets clearer. Let me use this insurance we created earlier on. Where is it? Okay, so now so let's click on this insurance that we've created before. So we can view all of our records. Okay, these are all our records on this insurance. Now, let me use that. Okay, anyway, we all understand that all of this information here is organized from the page layout, right? So now when you have multiple products or departments, as I mentioned earlier here, page layout helps you to separate what each person could see. Okay, by the time we go into the hub to start doing something, you're going to actually get it better. All right. So it also helps control pick lists. We know what pick list is. Okay, you are from which African country. Now you can have the list of all African countries and you pick list here. So now different page layouts will show different pick lists. Let's go back to our hub. So I'll show you something. Let's say we go to leads. Let's go to our leads, and I want to pick one. Let's just pick one of these. I'll pick one of these here. I'm going to go to details. Alright, okay. Now, look at this arrangement here. You see, we have open, not contacted, working, contacted. We know what leads is now. Okay, closed, converted, or not converted, or converted. Now, all of these things is being controlled by this pick list here. Look at this pick list. Lead status. Can you see this lead status? This lead status is what controls it. Now look at it. So now this is a pick list value. Now let's assume you want to create two different page layouts for different things. The kind of data that will be needed to collect, that you need to collect, will be different. Then I have an instance here. That's taking me to the next one. Let's assume we have this problem statement. You have given a personal account and company. Let's assume, okay, let's use bank account for instance. Now, when you go to bank to want to create an account, there's a process, there's a procedure for it. And differently for when you're trying to create a corporate account for probably a company or a business, right? Now, under personal account here, you need probably next of kin, this should be DOB, not DOD, date of birth, residential address, this kind of stuff. But for a corporate account, you will not need next of kin. You don't need this date of birth. She gets the kind of informations that they are going to need to collect will be a little different. Okay, referral, CAC number, office address. It is a little bit. Now, assume you are meant to fill this form online. The kind of pick list values someone opening a personal account will see will definitely be different from what someone opening a corporate account will see. So, do you get that now? So that is one of the major work of record types. That's what I was trying to show you earlier. Then let's now take this now. This is going to be what we're going to work on today. like I said, the record type can also help with control of pick list. Now, like I said, we'll be using the insurance we've created earlier on as instance. Now, look at this. Look at this. Now we have personal insurance and corporate insurance, right? Now, this is the process. The process involves registration, KYC, that is know your customer, and identity verification, right? We can get that using a pick list. That's the kind of field that we use to create this. Do you get that? That's the kind of field we use to get that. Then beneficiary, that should be text. That would be text, right? Text. Then we have another one here, accounts officer. That would be lookup. Lookup, right? Next of kin, text too, right? Text. All right. Then for corporate accounts, we have similar things. Your KYC, your process will be pick list. Beneficiary is still the company, but okay, let's leave it. Let's leave that way. Oh, payment plan. Okay, we are saying payment plan will be pick list. For personal insurance, we want to use monthly, quarterly, and annually. While for corporate insurance, we want to use annually. Then account officer, you get lookup also. You understand? Okay, mind you, before I go forward here, very soon we are going to be having a test. Yes, because remember I told you from the very beginning of this course that it is a comprehensive class, okay, where you get to deal with hands-on experience. So far you can see that we've started doing some things, started doing some projects, but eventually we are going to work comprehensively like we are doing a real life job. You understand? So it's comprised of a lot of things, and so very soon we are going to be having a test, so get yourself prepared for that. Okay, so moving on. Hence, record can be used to control business process and page layout. So let's go into our org now and see what we can do. Okay, all right, so we're going to go to our developer end, the setup. Okay. So we are working on insurance, right? Yeah. So I think the first thing we should do here is to create, sorry, I'm making a mistake. The first thing we should do here is to create those fields. Look at this. We should create these fields. All these fields: process, beneficiary, payments, plan, account officer, and next of kin. So let's go ahead and do that right now. Can you see all of these things more like building upon each other, starting from the very beginning? Okay. So I think I have this somewhere. Insurance. Okay, so field relationships. New. So let's create those fields now. We said the first one is a checklist. Process. Okay, so go to pick list. Next. Okay, so it's a process. Okay, so let's enter our pick list values. Let me just copy it from here. Baby, please bring it down now. Okay. So we have this. Display values alphabetically, blah 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 blah. Yeah. We should pick these two values different from the value set. Okay, yes. Okay. It's a very good practice to always add this description. Okay. This. execution process. Up text. So let's say um, um which stage are you? Okay, so let's tell them it as required. So next. Okay, so let's develop this like this. Let's click next. Let's just save our name so that we just move faster, right? So the next one we are creating is beneficiary text. Beneficiary length, let's just say 50. Description, clients, enter beneficiary name. What? Okay, required, unique, nope. So let's next. Oh, there's already beneficiary insurance. Good. Okay, so let's use the opportunity to use it to create another one. Next of kin. Let's use next of kin. Let me clear this out first. So that it's going to want to fill it by the time I enter it. Next of kin. Next of kin. Enter name of next of kin. Good. So next, let's save our name. So the next one I want to do here is process one beneficiary. Let's say payment plan picklist again. Picklist payment plan. Payment plan. And I'm gonna copy out these guys. Okay. All right. So that's that. Payment plan, just enter payment plan. Payment plan. Choose your payment plan. Okay, so next. I think we still have one more. Okay, look up. Save a name. Oh, sorry, look up here. So let's say it's related to account, definitely, right? Field name. Okay. Share this. Account officer. Because I did not clear this first, that's why I didn't update. Let me just put her here. So okay. So let's say um account officer. Text. Choose or pick your account officer. Okay. Then child blah 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 blah. Then next. LSA related to insurance here. Save. Good. Now we've created all of those fields. Okay. So now let's go to our user end to see if all of those things are there already. Okay. Alright, so let's click on new. Okay, we have beneficiary, we have process. Can you see? We already have process, registration, KYC, ID verification. Okay, next of kin, payment plan, picklist also good. Then okay, that's one created for accounts. Can you see? You can easily search for that. All right. Now, having done that, the next thing now is to go to our page layout. So we have different page layout structure here. For personal insurance, they have ID verification, but for corporate insurance, there's business verification. Can you see that those two are different? So definitely, in the pick list value, it's going to be different. I should add something. I didn't add this business verification to those lists, so I'm going to add that. Then here on the payment plan, for personal insurance, there is monthly, quarterly, annually. While on corporate insurance, we only have annually. Do you see that? So let's go and add this business verification. Okay. Where are we? New. No, edit. I'm saying edit it. That is how we're editing. Process. Right. Edit. So we want to add change. Okay. As much as I'm trying, no, I don't want us to go to this. You know what I'll do is I'll delete that field and create it all over again. Okay. My bad. Sorry about that. Process. Okay. New. Pick list. next, process, yeah, enter. Okay, so I have this, Ctrl C. Okay, so the last one will be business verification, right? Good. So we have this already. Um, flow process. Let me put it. Flow process. So here, let me put it as enter your sorry about that. Enter your uh process. So, someone did something funny right now. Okay, so enter your process stage. Enter your process stage. Okay. So next, and save. Good. So having done that, so the next thing now is to go to our page layout to assign different layouts to different. We have different layouts. Corporate insurance will not need the beneficiary because the company is the beneficiary, right? Okay, they don't have next of kin, right? They don't have next of kin. Okay, so basically on the page layout, what is different is next of kin not on corporate insurance, while next of kin on personal insurance, right? Okay, so let's go ahead to do that. So page layout, sorry. So we are going to clone on one, right? Name. Okay. My mouse is malfunctioning now. Okay, so let's see layout one because that's where what we are working on is, right? Okay, we'll see that chat. So we want to clone on that. Let's call this personal insurance. Personal insurance. Save. Okay, so so let's look at see we have all of these. Process. So basically for personal insurance, we're not removing anything, right? Everything is going to be there, right? We have everything here. Next of kin, payment plan, good. So for personal insurance, we are leaving it like this. So save as. personal insurance. All right, so now let's go ahead. Sorry about that, I had a little glitch in my record. Yeah, so let's go ahead and create for corporate insurance now. Okay, so basically we know that for corporate insurance what's that? we are removing we are removing next of kin, right? We are removing next of kin. Yeah, so I'm gonna go here and click on this next of kin, remove. So let's go ahead and save it. Let's say save as corporate insurance. Corporate insurance. Corporate. Okay. Sorry about that. Corporate. Corporate insurance. Okay. So therefore, we save. Yeah. Mm. So now let's go back to our setup home. Oh, no. So let's delete this one. This was a mistake. Okay, so now we have our corporate insurance layout. I have our personal insurance layout. But now in between, remember that the pick list values are different because for process we have ID verification, and under corporate we have business verification, and here we have monthly, quarterly, annually. While here we have just annually, right? So we are going to, that's where record types comes in. And it's good the way we've first created those layouts, because now we can assign those different pick lists to different layouts. Okay, so record types, yeah. So let's click on new. Now master means the original initial form of the layout. Okay, so we're going to select this one, not called label, let's call this personal insurance. I'm gonna be leaving that. Let's say next. Okay. So can you see now? It's taking us where to select what we want. So we're going to pick personal insurance layout. We are selecting the layout we want for this particular record visibility. Okay. So that's that. You see, everything has changed to personal insurance. Why is this thing blowing out? Okay. So that's that. So then we'll go ahead and save our name. Right? Why do I have this? Let's go ahead and call this insurance. Okay. let's go ahead and let it be. Okay, we'll assign this to corporate insurance. Okay, then we save. Right. So I want to reload this thing because I'm not comfortable with this view. Okay, I guess that's corrected now. Okay, so we have this. So the next thing now is to, on the same record type, we'll now go and edit. Remember, what we want to correct is the pick list that will appear on different layouts, right? So we'll go ahead and click on, let's say, oh, it's, can you see pick list available for editing? Do you get that? So now we want to work on process. Let's deal with process first. So click on edit. This is for corporate layout. Don't forget, this is for corporate layout. Can you see corporate insurance? Okay, so available values, selected values. This one we are removing this business verification, right? We already removed business verification. Then we save. Wait, we are doing corporate insurance. Sorry, that is a mistake. Let's edit that again. For corporate insurance, it should be business verification rather. I will remove ID verification. Right. Okay. What do I have here? Okay, then we save. Right. Good. So let's go back to let me click on record types again. So now let's edit for personal insurance. Okay, save. I think we've done all of this already. Okay, yeah, good. So we made a mistake again. We ought to change for that corporate insurance. We'll go back to do it. We ought to change that this payment plan to annual also. So let's first finish with this. So this one is going to be the way it is, just that we are going to remove business verification. Okay. So on that process, removing business verification. Let me see. Yeah. Let's go back to our corporate insurance and edit it. So save. Our process. Good. This one is intact. So the next thing is payment plan. Payment plan. Come back. Leaving this one on quarter annually, only annually, right? Save. Insurance type. Do we have anything here we need to work on? No. This is part of our previous assignment. So why do this thing keep highlighting? Let me refresh it again. So now the last stage of this whole process will be assigning it. Okay, so let's come to page layout assignment. That is, you want to assign different layouts to different profile. Okay, so stop this now. Okay. So let's say, can you see? Can you see a difference here? Now we have master, corporate, and personal. Usually it was just one. but now we have the three. So let's say edit assignment. Okay, so let's say we want to give the personal insurance to, let's say, solution manager. Personal insurance, yeah, to the solution manager. We save, and while we assign the other one, corporate insurance, to probably administrator user. So let's leave this one as administrator. Now. Edit assignment. So here now, I want to give, let's say, system administrator layout. So I'm thinking if I should give it corporate insurance or use or make it a master such that you can select. Okay, let's see. Let's give it corporate insurance. Okay, let's save it. Now we've assigned the different layouts to different users. Okay, so let's go to our end user to check out what we've done. Let me click on new to see something.